Hello everyone. This is the pre-market report video for today, 29th May 2024 for the Indian stock market in terms of Nifty and Bank Nifty. As we are getting closer to poll results, Nifty is becoming very volatile. Yesterday the trend appeared downwards, but according to me it was unclear since the range was very narrow. On the positive side plus 0.3% and on the other side minus 0.3% and in the end closed negative 0.2%. Even if you look at the individual stock Nifty contribution, apart from Reliance, no other stock contributed more than 10 points on either side. Only Reliance contributed negative 16 points, and that too negative because the whole energy sector itself negative, as it was down over 1% for the second day in a row. Because OPEC Plus countries meeting is scheduled on coming June 2nd, there will be a major oil production cut expected. All increased the oil price, which we'll discuss in a moment. In addition, PSU Bank were another major dragger. It was down near 1.3%, but SBI didn't fall much, so didn't affect the Nifty index. Regarding the reason, no specific, it looks like just a lack of buyers and profit booking. In terms of institution activity, surprisingly, FII turned as net buyers, but not much, just for 65 crore rupees. Whereas DIA net bought for over 3,200 crore rupees. This month so far, FII net sold for 35,000 crore rupees, whereas DIA net bought for 45,000 crore rupees. If we see the last 3 months, FII net sold for only 70,000 crore rupees, whereas DIA net bought for double the time 1.5 lakh crore rupees. So clearly DIA is supporting the market, which is okay. But my worry and suspiciousness is whether they are buying this quantity as an investment or they are buying just for the election sake. So we have to be careful next month. If they are buying just for election sake, then we need to adjust our portfolio accordingly since almost all my stock investment are giving good returns now. Anyway, other than Indian market, most of the Asian market and all European market all closed 0.5 to 1% negative. So yesterday the overall global momentum itself not good and not just Indian market was negative. So those were the quick takeaway, and now coming to US. Last night around 10 a.m. Eastern time, Consumer Board released the consumer confidence data for May month. One of the very important US inflation influencing macro, and it increased completely unexpected to the massive 102 points from just around 97, which in turn reduced the federal probability for 25 basis point interest rate cut in September month to below 50% for the first time. So last night US market momentum itself not good. However, because of the last week good results, Nvidia increased over another 7%. Thus, it took the total rally in the last 3 days to over 20%. And the total market cap crossed 2.5 trillion US dollars. So in the end, Dow Jones decreased by 0.55%, S&P 500 closed flat, whereas solely because of Nvidia, Nasdaq increased 0.59%, and for the first time it crossed and closed above 17,000 mark. In case of VIX, it increased 4.5% and moved from 12 to around 13. Moving on, in terms of Indian ADR, all closed negative. Please be aware, Indian ADR is reacting to the 2 days of Indian market trade. So, Wipro negative close and Infosys negative close immaterial. It's just the arbitrage movement. However, in case of banks in the last 2 days, in Indian market, HDFC Bank increased 0.8%. In response to that, ADR closed negative 0.4%. Whereas in ICICI Bank case, in Indian market for the past 2 days, it was down only 0.9%, but in ADR, it was down 1.9%, almost double the times than Indian market. So clearly, banks indicating the fresh negativity. Then regarding GIFT Nifty, at 3 a.m. Indian Standard Time, it closed at 22,865, which is kind of indicating 50 to 70 points gap down opening. So this is what happened on global market yesterday. Now let's move to India specific info. First about Reliance. According to Rogers.com, they mentioned Reliance Industries signed an agreement deal with Russian oil company Rosneft for buying at least 3 million barrels of oil every month at the discounted price. This is clearly very positive for Reliance, but not sure why Reliance GDR dropped over 1.5%. Again, maybe due to the general Brent crude oil price increase. At the time of this video, it increased over 3%. Part of the reason OPEC plus countries meeting and another part reason Israel conflict escalation. WTI crude oil trading around 80 US dollars per barrel and Brent crude oil trading around 84.5 US dollars per barrel. Second, it seems due to the improper loan practice in ICICI Bank, yesterday RBI penalized ICICI for 1 crore rupees. 1 crore rupees is not a massive money for ICICI Bank, but the problem is its reason. The fine was imposed due to the improper loan practice. Maybe that might be the reason why ICICI Bank ADR down near 2%. Anyway, let's see how Indian market is reacting to it. Third, Adani Enterprise Board approved its new fundraising plan for near 30,000 crore rupees. So Adani Enterprise stock will be on focus today. As a summary, US market closed mixed and Nasdaq crossed for the first time 17,000 mark, which is a psychological positive. But still, this oil price sudden increase and consumer confidence increase both dented the global momentum. In case of Indian ADR, IT stocks didn't indicate neither negative and nor positive, whereas banks clearly indicating some negativity. That Reliance GDR and GIFT Nifty all together indicating gap down opening of 50 to 70 points. However, there are some positivity around Infosys as they got a new contract in Germany, and possibly this Reliance and Russia new deal might also influence in the positive side. Let's see. Moving on, as per stock open interest, Chambal Fertilizers, Info Edge, Petronet, Shriram Finance, BHEL, Power Grid, and Federal Bank got an increase in open interest along with a negative close indicates the short build-up. On the other hand, Godrej Consumer, Exide Industries, Aditya Birla Fashion, and HDFC AMC got an increase in open interest with a positive price close indicating the long build-up. Then about the things to look out. Macro-wise, during our market time, there is nothing that I'm aware of that can influence the Indian market. But in the aftermarket hours, Germany's inflation is due. And in the night regarding US, couple of FOMC members interview are scheduled to release. So these are the some of the important items we need to keep an eye out today. Coming to technical, Nifty opened 40 points gap up and extended its downtrend consolidation for the third day in a row and closed below 22,900. Thus, on the daily chart, Nifty formed a bearish candlestick pattern with lower high, lower low formation for the first time in the last 11 trading sessions. On the positive side, Nifty still traded well above all key moving averages, but the problem is it was within a range. For the last 3 days on the higher end, 22,950 to 23,000 zone is acting as the strong resistance, whereas on the lower end, 22,800 is providing a good support. So until the breakout on either side, we cannot define the direction and expecting the consolidation to continue further. Then in case of Bank Nifty, it also opened 110 points gap up, but after 3 days of positive close, it also ended on the negative note. Thus, on the daily chart, Bank Nifty formed a bearish candlestick pattern. Again, like how 23,000 seems to be a strong resistance for Nifty, similarly 49,600 is acting as a strong resistance for second day in a row. Also, yesterday's price action indicating some amount of positivity exhaustion, but still 49,000 acting as a robust support level. In addition, in Bank Nifty also, it traded above all key moving averages and remained near the upper end of the Bollinger Band. So, as long as it trades above 49,000 mark, there is a high probable chance it will reach 50,000 mark. On the monthly options front, the maximum call option open interest was at 24,000 strike, followed by 23,500 and 23,000, with maximum call option writing at 23,000 strike, followed by 23,100 and 22,900. Whereas on the put side, the maximum open interest was at 22,500 strike, followed by 23,000 and 22,000, with maximum put option writing at 22,900 strike and then 22,400 and 22,700. Thus, from options data, no change from yesterday. 23,000 is the key resistance on the higher side, while 22,500 is likely to be a crucial support. So that's all in this video. Hope you all got some useful information. Please consider subscribing to the channel and liking the video so it will help me beat the YouTube algorithm and also motivate me to do more. Please don't make any investment decision based on this, as I'm not a SEBI registered advisor. I'm doing this for me and viewers educational purpose only. Thanks for watching.